All right, welcome back. Another episode. Oh my God, back at it again. We in it. Another episode. How we feeling, guys?
Dum, dum, dum,
Yeah.
dum. Oh my God, back at it again. Hey, in the kitchen.
As long as everybody's doing well, then.
I'm doing well.
You feel me?
I'm excited. Another episode. But this episode I'm particularly excited about because we're going to be bringing you some actual informational content that you guys can take with you and implement on your little shoe journey, you know?
Message.
Yep. So we're going to talk about, obviously, StockX, GOAT, platforms that you can use to get kind of rare, hard to find sneakers. You don't necessarily have to go into consignment stores. You can cop them online, through these apps. So we're going to get into that. And our kicks of the day actually kind of correlate to our stories of our journeys of using GOAT, using StockX and various platforms. So let's get into it. Let's go Vinny first. What you got?
Here I got the Yeezys.
Of course.
Well, I mean, I haven't really been to the lab recently to really pick up anything, so this is just like what I've had on me. So I just had to scavenge around it and just grab something.
Yeah, he didn't go down to the dungeon to get these. These are just laying around.
So,
But first of all, he got Yeezys laying around. That's the takeaway.
That you know what I'm saying?
is that really something? I mean, I'm
Yeah, it is something.
I mean, it's not a cheap shoe.
Yeah.
This is not even. If y'all know, this isn't even really anything because this isn't even the reflective pair, but it is the
It's
static
It's
V2.
not, but it is hard.
Okay.
Right. So even though the laces do reflect, they have the pair that reflects around the whole thing, basically.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen those too.
Yeah, and those
Those
are
are
a pretty penny. It's literally the exact same thing. It's just in the dark and all that. It lights up. It's nice. It's the whole 3M reflective material. But anyways,
But yeah, give us how you cop these. StockX, GOAT. Which one did you use?
I use stock on this one.
Okay.
Stock I mainly use the most. GOAT usually charges a little bit more for their shoes. I'm guessing that's just because that's probably the fees that
but we'll get into that the more details of both platforms.
Yeah.
But so you copped on.
I was just saying, so StockX is like my go-to. But so I got these off of stock not too long ago. I want to say, well, I always say not too long ago, but I guess it really was a while ago for me. I can't even tell you, probably like 6 months ago at least.
Oh, okay. So that's recent though.
Yeah. It's recent because I've actually been wearing these, and that's something that I don't typically do either. I think that it was around the time that basically the shoe came out. I went after him and got him. Obviously, I took the L right away as I knew it would happen. But
hard to get shoe.
Just went on stock, no complications. Just put the bid in. I was
How low did you bid?
Yeah.
I put it in at $270, I believe.
And how much were they asking?
They were at 3 something.
Okay.
But you gotta play with it. So there's other people that are bidding as well, and a lot of times, actually, honestly, but that'll be the key, and I'm sure we'll get into it, so I won't say too much. But the key is just to bid. The problem is people don't bid. So that's why the market is what it is.
Yeah, people just buy it now.
Right. So you go on, and if it's saying $320 and you don't care, you just want the shoe, you pay the $320. Okay. So then now I get irritated because it's like, whoa, we can get this. We all can get this for the price that we want.
What we'll be saying a lot now is, as consumers, we control the market. You'll hear that throughout this podcast, but that's so true. Go ahead, continue. Sorry.
Yeah. So it was a wait though. It wasn't like I got it. Like the shoe came out again, and I went right after it. But man, it took probably like a week and a half of just fighting with bidders, and then someone finally accepted it because there's like more than one person on there selling the shoe.
Yeah. There's several different apps.
It's a size 13, but there's probably like 30 other people with a size 13 on it that's willing to sell the shoe. So someone eventually caved in and was like, "I'll do it for that."
Okay.
I feel it.
I got you. You won the bid. Mine is the Timberland Supreme collab. So once you hear Supreme, you already know it's a shoe that's highly sought after.
Sauce.
These I got from StockX. I see you looking at a little scuff there. Yeah, so let me just give you a quick story. The day I brought these out to wear, I nicked them on a dang stair.
I know you was
At work. I literally went to like Snapchat immediately, and I was like hot. So I got a little scuff right there on the toe. But I had to take it into my shoe guy. I got a shoe plug, and he went ahead and put some orange dye on there. If you got to zoom in, do so now. You can see it's a little bit off. You can see the where he replaces is a little bit brighter than the actual shoe, but it's still not too bad. You can't tell from a distance, so I'm happy with it. But I was definitely pissed. The first time I wore them, I scuffed them up. Never good. Sneakerheads know my pain. Yeah, it cut deep.
It hurts.
But anyway, copped. It's got the nice purple lacing on the orange upper, of course. But got on StockX. And this was a shoe I did not even think I was going to get. You remember when I was bidding on these. They were asking like $500 to $600 for these, for real. And I placed a bid at like $250. And I just let it sit there. Patience is key on these sites or these apps.
Know your worth.
And I think, literally, I let it sit there. I was like, there's no way I'm going to get it. So I'm just going to bid at $250. I'm going to leave it there. And I'm going to forget about it. Literally, like 4 months later, it was like, ding, you won. I won the bid. I think the seller just wanted to get rid of it at that point. I was one of like 3 bidders, and I had the highest. But it was still only like $250, and they're asking $600. So I was shocked that I won them. But yeah, they came back. They were verified by StockX, and now I got the Supreme collab. So super shocked, super happy. Mad I scuffed them, but hey, we got them.
It's alright. Little repair.
Exactly. And then as I go to Ledge, I know that you got a heck of a story behind these. How you got them. And he's the only one that copped from
the goatee.
Goat. He copped from Goat.
Man, basically, man, so right here, let's just start off with the name of the shoe and whatnot. We got the Cortez, of course. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how I do. I keep telling y'all I am the bandit. But anyways.
Cortez Bandit.
The armadillos. These are the armadillos. I actually had to settle for these, and that brings on the story. So, man, basically, I'm on the go. I'm scrolling. I'm talking to my associates here. You know what I'm saying? Especially the one right here. You know, the
king,
the man with the shoes. You know,
the man with the plan.
And I'm like, hey man, you know, I'm gonna go. Woo, am I doing this right? Like, he like, yeah. I'm like, all right. So it was around my birthday weekend. I'm trying to get this shoe. I'm trying to get fly for the weekend. You know, so I'm scrolling down like, boom. I'm like, okay, boom. I have my eye on the New Mexico Cortezes. So, shouts out to Weezy. I told my sister, you feel me? I'm like, hey, if you love me, you know what I'm saying? You want to do something for your bro, for your birthday, you know, get the New Mexicos. She like, all right, bet, smooth. So, you know, I try to place the bid or whatnot. And I'm like, nah, I'm not going to get the New Mexicos. Forget it, I'm going to go and get these Stranger Things. You feel me? So I go, boom. Try to mess with these Stranger Things. I bid on them. I get them. I'm like, all right, boom. Put my credit card in, all that. I'm not an online type of guy. I keep telling everybody, you feel me?
Yeah.
I'm just not. But I go for it. Boom.
You don't trust it.
At all. Boom, do it. And it's just taking weeks. And I'm bothering Vinny over here. I'm like, man, hey, man, something going on.
He really is. He's coming home every day like, hey, the shoe's still in here. And that is weird. But keep in mind, they do take time to verify things. So we're just assuring them like, oh, this is how long it takes.
You feel me? Yeah. So they like, man, I'm like, man, it's not going to be here for my birthday. It's going to be boo-boo, whatever. Bang. I get a hit up from the GOAT. And they like, hey, we got the shoe, you know, but we want to show you. You know, the shoe. So, shouts out to the GOAT, though. They get back to me. They show me the shoe. They email me or whatnot. I see the shoe, and it's just like the dude basically tried to show me a used shoe.
Yeah, he tried to sell you a used.
So, I go for one.
Brand new.
Thank you. So, I go for one shoe, and then I'm already like, I'm cool. So, I go for the Stranger Things one, and then you going to sell me like a used shoe? Like, I don't want no used shoe. I'm sorry. Like, I've been waiting weeks on weeks on weeks. Like, come on.
Not with it.
You feel me? So, end up getting the armadillos. Yo, they come in, and they actually was a little saucy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I still got to go back and get the other shoe. But that's what happened on the GOAT. Like,
Hey, but the moral of the story to me is like they took care of you though.
Yeah, they did take care of me.
Because you could have got that used shoe.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Could have got the used shoe. They offer you the used shoe. They send you an email and it shows you 3 different ways.
Yeah.
I mean 3 different angles of the shoe. Also, they reimburse you your money back, and then they tell you, do you want to buy another shoe that's close to that price or whatever, and then the remainder of the money goes into your GOAT account.
Yeah, so you got various options that you can do off that.
So I did settle for the armadillos because of course I wasn't gonna go for no used shoe that I really wanted. Like it was too exclusive. I really wanted it, so I'll be back. But
yeah, for sure. A crazy story, but hey, you got your shoe.
I got it.
That's all that matters.
Now it's heat.
That's all
Y'all
that
comment,
matters.
subscribe, and let me know how you feel about this Cortez.
Only one kid in history had ever attempted what Benny was about to. And he got eaten. So we were worried. Real worried. Even when Benny brought out the secret weapon. Shoes guaranteed to make a kid run faster and jump higher. PF Flyers.
We can't let him do this, man.
So let's jump right into it. Right now we're about to have Vinny explain to us exactly what StockX and GOAT are and what they're used for.
Okay, so GOAT and StockX obviously is the future. It's it's not even really a wave. Basically, it allows you to shop online on an app and safely do it, and know that in an age and in a world where people are making money off of fakes and duplicates and all that type of stuff,
right?
You can rest assured know that a shoe that you buy from them is legit. So that's just basically what they do. So they cut out the middleman, like all that type of stuff, and they get it done for you. So it's kind of cool. Like if you're a seller, all you do is you just hang on to the product that you have, say this shoe right here, and then you just list it online, and you don't have to pay anything. They just take a little cut out of it. Yeah, and then when the shoe is bought, all you do is then send it to their facility.
Yeah, the StockX headquarters or GOAT headquarters.
Or GOAT headquarters.
Yeah.
And then from there, they go ahead and they verify it. They go through all the steps, to make sure the shoe is authentic. And then from there, it's just sent on to the buyer. It's really simple.
Kind of like eBay for, rare shoes.
Exactly.
And the thing is, like, these aren't your everyday, trainers, Nikes. These are more of the collector shoes that you would find in consignment stores. Would you agree? Or do they have
So for the way I see it is StockX and GOAT, you just go there basically for any shoe. There's shoes that are at Finish Line and Champs and all that right now that if you went on StockX, you could check it and it'll be there. They'll have stock for it. Me personally, I buy a lot of shoes off of there, but I only get shoes that are hyped.
That's more what I meant. Yeah.
Because those are the ones that they carry. But like a lot of the OG runners and trainers and stuff that I wear that are not hyped, they're not even on StockX. Or GOAT. That's when I have to go to eBay. eBay is usually the place that carries those the most, because those are like, I guess, like your old sellers that never got hit to StockX and
but
GOAT.
Now they I wonder if these guys know that they're holding on to just straight heat though. Like,
literally.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I usually go there for that. But if it's a Yeezy, or something like that, I'm definitely going to StockX and GOAT.
For hard to find shoes.
GOAT, but GOAT and StockX are definitely painless. They get the job done, and actually, they just now recently started adding tax to every purchase that you make. So there was a time, so if you're coming in right now, it sucks for us all, but there was a time that you could basically buy the shoe and say the shoe was $50. GOAT charges $10 for shipping, and StockX charges $13.95. And So it'd be $60 to buy the shoe off of Goat, but now they got actual sales tax to it. So now you're paying another price to it, and you think it's not much, but then when you're buying a shoe that's $400,
Exactly.
you know, the percentage of that is high.
And then for me, another cool feature for Goat and StockX are like the bidding. So you don't have to kind of pay that
Put that
resale.
bid in.
Yeah, you don't have to pay that resale price. So for instance, I said with my shoes, I bid at $250. Ledge, what's been your highest bid on Goat?
My highest bid,
Something low.
Nice and low.
So it's like
Nah,
120.
I think yeah.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
So 120 for a Cortez, exactly. So you want to kind of bid
Nothing.
exactly, yeah.
Nothing.
You want to bid so you can get it
High price.
for as low as you can. That's the goal.
Big spin.
And if you don't know where that's
Big
from,
spin.
House Guest,
Spender.
probably one of the greatest movies, arguably in my book.
It's definitely, you can argue that for sure.
But anyways, yeah. So you want to just come under, so that you're not paying that full price for these shoes. So you want to bid. And then for me, the main difference I feel like on Goat is that they have used shoes. In StockX, I think everything is pretty much new. Correct?
So a couple things. First with the bidding, the key is to be patient and put in the bid and essentially let it sit. The problem is that
6
people
months, dang near. Reuse.
people are impatient and they want what they want and they want it then and there and like right now. So if the shoe is $300, they don't care, right? Like I was saying earlier.
Yeah,
and
they'll
they
click
just
buy
pay.
it now.
Right. So then
That
what you
raises-
then have, what the cool thing about StockX is they have a chart and they show you the market for the shoes. So you see it like trending upward or trending downward, right? And that's supposed to allow you to then decide where am I going to place my bid and what price am I going to put it at. And the thing is that you see that chart going up and up and up, and that type of stuff is avoidable if everyone is just like, okay, let's just put in a bid. Right. Because it's like you got to also remember, and I get it, that shoes are as big as they've ever been, right? They've never been any bigger than right now as today and tomorrow and the next day. But if a shoe retails at $100 and now we're sitting here bidding at a shoe for $300, like it's already $200 more than it originally was. I think that we all should take the time to then be like, you know what, let's just at least try to get some type of deal out of it.
We're just way too greedy.
The seller is already making, making lots of money off of us.
Yeah.
But that was the one thing that I was gonna say. And then the other about the used shoe and stuff is that there were a couple times, now I'm not shooting at Goat because I haven't had any issues with Goat, but I know that some people have said that they've had like used shoes shipped to them before. I don't know how that slipped through the grasps, but
On
I have
StockX or
just
Goat?
on StockX.
On StockX,
I've seen
okay.
like
That's
like
messed up.
YouTube videos and stuff like that.
Because StockX,
on
everything's supposed to be brand new.
Right,
Goat,
right.
you know what you're getting. They'll
do.
show you the scuffs. They'll show you the marks. That's the
I've
one
been
thing
there.
about the Goat platform.
Yep.
So that's plus to Goat is that they show you like where each scuff is. They show you what is used,
What do you
stuff
wanna
like
do
that.
about it,
Whereas
right?
StockX, you're supposed to be getting a brand new shoe with whatever you bid on. And I haven't had anything.
I believe they don't refund you either. Is the other thing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. So let's get right into that debate. Goat or StockX for you? What you do?
It's a little bit of both. I think for me, when it comes to Yeezys, it's probably StockX, just because I find the price is a little bit cheaper.
Okay.
But Goat was the first one that I found. Goat was my first one that I started using. Probably, I guess, 5-6 years ago now, or however long Goat has basically been around. It's almost around the time that I've been using them. And then StockX I found a little bit later. So I'm late to the party on StockX in the sense of how early I found Goat, but I'm not late to it as, maybe anyone at this table. I think that I have my preferences, but I definitely check both.
You check both
on a regular basis because you want to see where things are, but
leaning more toward
StockX is honestly like a stock market. It really is. There'll be one day that there's a free fall on just shoes, like on that website in general, whereas Goat, the prices are pretty much firm and they almost never change.
Yeah.
Ever.
For me, I gotta go StockX as well. I haven't been on this game very long. I feel like I just started using it within the last like 2 years maybe. But I do like GOAT, but I always check it second if like I can't find something on StockX. But GOAT is more, it's not as user friendly as I would like. The interface is like more complicated. StockX is straight to the point. It's an easy search. It all just pops up in one list, whereas GOAT has the grid thing, and I don't really know what the heck's going on sometimes. So definitely StockX is more user friendly, but shout out to the GOAT because they wanted to hire me a couple times, so I gotta show love there.
We should be working there, huh, Lash?
Yeah, I think we
Shout out to the GOAT. They wanted me, but you know, we couldn't make that. We wasn't at that move in our
So they couldn't make that
in our
price.
lab. Yeah, you
Couldn't
know,
make that price.
I need a little bit more money, y'all. Sorry. But yeah, definitely StockX for me. I like placing bids. Just make sure that you have the funds, because I think I won a couple bids back to back, and they'll just start dinging your card and shipping that out there. So take your time with what you're bidding on.
Yeah.
Bid one at a time,
Remember it.
and then know what you're bidding on, because I won like probably 4 shoes back to back, and they're all in like the $300 range. Almost went broke. My account almost went overdraft. So definitely pay attention to what you're doing. Be patient with the bids. You know, you kind of control what you're doing. You know, you control what you're going to spend. So continue to take your time. But StockX for me, Ledge, you haven't used StockX, have you?
It's only gonna be Legend where you put in 4 bids and it's only gonna cost $100.
Hey, yeah, all that facts. But check it.
But you have you used StockX?
No, I haven't used StockX. I tried to use StockX through a friend, and it just seems that I just can't get the shoe.
Yeah.
I just can't get the shoe that I want. You know.
You don't want to pay the right price. That's your fault.
Now.
Gotta up the bid.
I ask you what do you want to pay, so I put whatever you put, and sometimes it's just a bit extreme, and I'm like, well, of course.
You can't bid $30
So
and then want to get a shoe. $40.
Burnt out. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all gotta, and that's what he means. You feel me? See, I'm trying to be firm with these prices. I'm trying to help us people who go and shop in these stores.
$30 though.
Yeah.
I'm trying to help us.
Especially what he's trying to get, like a Stranger Thing Cortez collab.
But
you're gonna have to pay some money for that.
But no. At the same time, though, I did bid a nice, good price. It was probably at, what was it at?
I think we had it at 90.
We had it at 90, and it was.
That's not a good.
No, it was. What was it at though at first? I'm dead ass. What was that?
Nah, it was probably like 115, 110. Somewhere around there.
And I had it at 90, and then they kept going down. They wasn't even selling the shoe.
But
to be honest, that's a buy it now for me.
But that's
I know y'all mad, but
I
know y'all mad. But 115, I'm just gonna click the button and get the shoe.
But that goes back to what I said earlier,
exactly,
right?
Yeah.
So then that's why he's never getting it for 90.
Because I was willing to pay 115,
and that's
so I might have been messing you up.
Yeah. It's the people like you.
It's the got the money.
Yeah, because that's not bad to me. But you going in at 90, that's pretty low.
Y'all out here balling.
Yep. But yeah, so go for you for sure.
Yeah. Go.
They took care of you.
Go took care of me, and I'm not even gonna lie. Like I'm not even gonna diss StockX. I just ain't been there like that. Yeah. And I'll be there. I'll be around. I'm gonna be around, so it's whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's cool.
Exactly.
I wanted to say that for someone that claims $190 shoe is $5 on affordability, I'm not understanding why you don't.
Check it now. Since you want to bring that and come
since
back,
you want to bring
I'm
up
gonna
some
tell
old
you
news.
why. I'm gonna tell you why. You know
Go
what I'm
ahead,
saying?
sir.
190 is good on affordability because it depends on the shoe. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
If I know I'm buying a J, then of course I know I'm gonna pay for at least 2 bills. You know what I'm saying? It's a J. It's been out for so long, and the hype is always gonna forever be there.
Yeah. But a Cortez don't even really retail for that much.
At the same time, though, look what we're talking about.
Yeah.
A Cortez.
Yeah.
So why is y'all wilding?
Yeah. True. Why is it up there in the beginning? Yeah.
I don't care. Why is y'all wilding? Now, if they're Kenny's, cool. I understand that.
Yeah.
Because it's the certain person who dropped it, and he did a good job. It's like a Travis Scott. When he dropped the what? What was the number that I liked? The 4, right?
Yeah.
Okay. He did a good job. I'm fucking with it. All the other Travis Scotts, I'm done. No, we're not doing that. But do you get what I'm saying though?
Yeah. So it depends upon the shoe. Yeah.
That's like.
No, that makes sense. That's fair.
like even what do we stopped at a store and we seen the Yeezy we didn't think you were gonna be able to get. Shouts out to Vinny. He boxed it on the show. Yeah. But we went to the store and we saw this van. And it's the Vans. I don't even know what it's called, but they're with a star. It's like low-key like a babe star on it or whatnot. I'm sorry I didn't know my shit, but you feel me? Whatever. Bing, I wanted them, but I'm still in my mind.
It's a van.
It's a lightning bolt on a van.
Oh yeah, those ones got you.
Yeah, those is hard though.
They're hard.
They at like $200.
Do you get what I'm saying? But I'm thinking of a van. I can't pay $200 for a van.
Vans are like, remember when Vans was like $40?
$40.05.
Yeah.
To be exact, tax and all.
He knows for real. Like, it's not a joke.
I would save my
But for
money.
real.
He's the type that he paid $40.05 at 10 years old. So now that he's a little older, he's coming back in and still expecting to pay $40.05. like nah, it ain't $40.05 anymore. It hasn't been that price in like 10 years, sir. What do you mean it's not $40.05?
Hey.
I'm used to paying $40.05, thinking that they're gonna eventually give it to him for $40.05.
Yo,
Vans took off. It was a freaking movement. That's why.
And it's still forever.
And now they're getting crazy collabs. They're getting crazy collabs, and so
You know what I'm saying?
the
It's
ones that he's
forever
talking
movement.
about, it's about dang near $220.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I'll still pay.
I'm gonna mess with them. I'm not gonna lie.
But-
I'm gonna mess with them, but it's just it takes a lot for me to gather it up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I mean, when I gather it up, I'll be there. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna mess with both. All to sum it up, I'll mess with both. So.
So one troubleshooting question I want to ask about StockX that I know other people may have, if it's your first time on the platform, we got our in-house expert here. For real. So what I've noticed is sometimes when you go to buy a shoe on StockX, there's no asks, meaning the shoe is technically not for sale, but there's already bids. So I'll look up, a Cole Haan or something, just saying that because I have that on the brain, and then it'll be a bid in there for like $300, but no asks. So what's that about?
Yeah, but see, that leads to earlier what I was saying is that's my downside of StockX. That's my issue with StockX is that they don't always have all the shoes. They have the hot shoes, but they don't have all the shoes.
Okay.
So when you're looking for a particular shoe that you want, this is when I always find eBay to be the place to go to. But when you go to StockX, it's like say Legend shoe over there, right? They may only have one size in stock, and it's like a size 10, and it's like, well, that's too small for me. And then it's just like, come on, you mean to tell me that there's no one in the world that has that shoe right now that wants to sell it? And then sometimes you can go to another place and you find out that they're selling it, or sometimes it's just that rare and no one's selling it at all. But essentially what you're talking about is that there are no sizes available at all.
Yeah.
So say this Yeezy here, there was no sizes available, but because the shoe released, StockX has it on their site as you can sell it.
Right,
so
right,
it's available
right.
to sell if you have it.
Yeah, but nobody has it yet.
But nobody has it. So then if you're a buyer and you're in the market looking for it, you want this shoe.
Yeah.
You've been wanting this shoe.
Yeah.
And you missed the release date, but maybe it was an overseas release, and that's usually the ones that you end up having trouble finding. Say it only released overseas, then that's why it's not typically available online, because you would have had to buy it overseas. You had to buy it from one of those places to get it shipped here and all that type of stuff. That's usually how it goes for me when I can't find the shoe. But anyways, So what ends up happening is then you put your ask in. You're like, okay, well, maybe somebody will come across it, right?
Okay.
Say I'm a buyer now and I'm on StockX and I'm just kind of looking around, and then I'm like, oh, I have this shoe.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't even worn this shoe yet.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's offering me $290 for this?
Okay, so as the buyer, you're saying, hey, I want that shoe. I don't see it on StockX now, but I'm willing to pay $290. So
right.
you go ahead and throw that up.
Right, and you just slap it up there. Now I'm the seller, and I'm just on the internet, and I'm just looking around, and I'm like,
oh, somebody's
I got this.
And someone's already willing to pay $290.
I'll do
cool.
that.
And then you'll list it, and they get it like lickety split.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got you. Right,
and then the funny thing I know that I just wanted to say is that I love so you can check all the asks, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it'll be someone willing to pay $1,000.
Yeah.
And you look, and there's someone all at the bottom willing to pay $25.
Yeah,
bro,
you're not getting.
you're never gonna get the shoe.
That's Legends bid.
That's my big man.
That's Legends bid. They're at the bottom.
But see,
they young 2.5.
I still gotta argue we were up there though, weren't we? Weren't we up there in the bid?
We were up there.
We were right
in the
there. I was top
3. Yeah, top 2, top 3 for sure.
And it wasn't moving.
Because everyone was doing what Sydney did. They'll just pay it.
Sorry, it was probably me. But thank you.
Goddamn, Sid.
Thank you. Thank you for Vinny for clearing that up for us. We appreciate it.
Exactly.
All right, guys. We hope you learned something from this podcast episode. StockX versus GOAT.
Message.
2 platforms that we use heavily to buy these shoes that we bring out every day. Again, I've only been on it for about 2 years, and I love it. The expert here been on it for about 5.
At least 5 for
Yeah,
sure.
he been on it for a minute, and then Ledge kind of just
About
getting his
a good 8 months.
yeah, getting his feet wet with it. Getting his feet wet with it, but
Kick
yeah.
game strong though, a little bit. Kick game a little strong though.
Go ahead and leave us comments if if you thought we did a good job, if you guys learned something. Hopefully you guys learned something that you can take away. Hopefully we clear some things up for you. But yeah, like and subscribe.
Just do it.
It's the Slate Laced crew signing out.
Ready game.
Bye.